Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Ya Rabbi lakal hamdu kama yambawi li jalali wajhika wa azimi sultanik. Allahumma rabbana lakal hamdu bima khalaqtana wa razaqtana wa hadaytana wa farrashta anna. Allahumma lakal hamdu bil iman wa lakal hamdu bil islam wa lakal hamdu bil Quran. Amma ba'd. فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي ربي زدنا علما اللهم فقهنا في الدين اللهم إنا نسألك علما نافعا وعملا متقبلا ورزقا طيبا اللهم ثبتنا عند الموت بلا إله إلا الله ربي يسر ولا تعسر وتمم بالخير اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد. Lesson number 35, inshallah, we are going to continue on, and we were supposed to analyze all these homework and ayat, inshallah. So let's start from the very beginning. Did you guys try it?
I didn't, I'm sorry, but I'm doing it now.
Okay, inshallah. Let's start the first one. Duriba Zaidun al-yawma. So what do you guys think? Duriba. So is it normal or regular fi'l madi, or this is majhul?
Majhul.
What is your idea? How did you get it?
Because it has a dhamma in the first thing, and then the other radical after the third, like the third radical is fatha.
Second
radical is
yeah,
dhamma.
second, okay. Third radical is fatha, perfect, and the second radical has e sound. So e sound should be prominent in majhul form, right? Madi majhul, right? So this is our clue, and when we have only 3 root letters, and basically fi'l madi does not start with u sound ever. Fi'l madi will never ever start with u sound. So if fi'l madi is starting with u sound, this is a big clue that this is majhul, right? Fi'l mudariya can start with u sound. The regular fi'l mudariya can start with u sound, and that is different story. Then we can figure it out how we are going to differentiate them. But fi'l madi, it is not going to start with u sound ever. So this is very easy, but just looking at the u sound, we're not gonna jump to any conclusion. We need to look at the second radical. If second radical has e sound, right? So then this is perfect. This is majhul. And then we can also look at the last letter, because in madi, last letter will always have a sound, fatha sound, right? So that is the clue. So this is fi'l mudariya, fi'l madi majhul. Now duriba, we're gonna say fi'lun madin mabni lil majhul. And why I'm saying fi'lun madin mabni lil majhul? Why mabni is brought over here? Any idea? I explained, I think.
Fixed, because none of the harf will impacted.
Exactly. So fi'l madin, and then we use the word mabni,
This fixed.
and then we're gonna say lil majhul. So this this mabni mean that if any harf, for example, we learn mudariya, mansoob and majzoom, right?
Yes.
We already did, right? So, but if any of these harf come before fi'l madi, no effect gonna happen. They cannot impact fi'l madi. So that's why we are saying that this is fi'l madi mabni lil majhul. So now duriba zaidun. Now what do you guys think? What is zaidun doing here? It is fail. It is jumla failure,
That's,
right?
yeah, this is the maful.
The zaidun is maful. Yeah. Okay. Yes. In this case, because this is majhul, yeah, zaidun is. But basically, if we see in jumla failure anything rafa, right?
That becomes the doer.
The action is
This is
done to that
basically the
person.
doer, right? And in this case, it is not doer, rather it is a maful.
Receiver.
Receiver.
Whoever
Okay,
received the
very
action.
done. Very beautifully done. Okay, so duriba zaidun. So now zaidun over here is naifile. If you guys remember the idea of outside doer, right?
Yes.
In regular jumla failure. So same idea gonna remain even in majhul. So this, but the name is different now. For this zaidun, we used to say file, right? But now when it is majhul, then we're gonna say this zaidun is naib file. This is done to, this is mafulun bihi basically, right? And then
Sorry, naifai. What do we say?
naib file. It says over here naib file.
Naib. Okay, naib. Naibil file.
Naib, naibul file.
Okay, naib.
Okay, so this is basically naibul.
Jazakillah. I understand.
Yeah,
now.
assistant of file basically. Naib mean assistant, right? So this is not actual file, but this is a kind of assistant in the place of file, we can say, right? Because remember the idea of majhul is that doer is always unknown, right? And whatever the and in the sentence, what used to be in regular jumla failure used to be the file. Now in majhul, we are going to call it naib file. And naib file is basically not the file, rather it is the done to, it is the object, it is the maful. Okay. Now al-yawma. Al-yawma mean today. So Zaid was hit, right? Zaid was hit, and al-yawma mean today. So what do you guys think of al-yawma, how we can label it?
Is it a zarf?
Yeah, it is zarf. Yes.
But it's maful too, right?
Yeah, what kind of maful?
Mutlaq? No.
Maf'ul
not mutlaq.
lahu.
No.
No, what
Mafulun hal.
is giving? No, what
Not
answer
hal. Hal is
giving?
a how.
Maf'ul bihi, then maf'ul lahu.
Maful who is why? What answer it is giving? Today.
Mafulun mutlaq.
When?
No, maful mutlaq.
Khabar. This is khabar.
Astaghfirullah.
No. It cannot be khabar.
From when and where?
We are in jumla failure.
When
No.
and where? Like
We
that.
don't. Yes, when and where. Thank you so much. Who said that? Finally. Okay, so al-yawma is giving the answer of when and where.
Where?
So what do you guys think? What kind of maful? When and where?
Go back to my notes.
Mafulun
It's
fi.
not
You don't have to
fihi.
go back to
Fihi.
notes. That should be in our
Yeah.
head.
Fihi.
Okay.
That's right.
Yeah, maful fihi.
Fihi, yeah.
Okay, let's repeat all these 5 mafuls. We cannot move on until you guys know them. Yeah,
Maf'ul
so what is the
bihi.
very first one and very common one is mafulun bihi.
Maful bihi, yeah.
And what answer we get? What question we need to ask to
Who
find
and
out
what?
Who
which is maf'ulun?
Who and what?
who received the action?
Who and
Who
what?
and what?
What?
Okay, what happened and who did it?
Mhm.
Okay, what happened and who did it? This is maf'ulun bihi.
Bihi.
Okay, what is number 2? When and where?
Maf'ulun
Maf'ulun fihi.
You
Fihi.
to keep them just in your notes. That should be memorized. When and where?
Maf'ulun fihi.
Maf'ulun fihi.
Mhm.
Okay. Then we have why.
Maf-
Why
Why?
something happened? Reason. What do you guys think?
Maf'ulun
Maf'ul
mutlaq.
lahu.
Lahu.
Lahu
So
wala.
maf'ul lahu. Okay, that is third one. What is fourth one?
Maf'ulun mutlaq.
Mutlaq.
Maf'ul mutlaq. So how action happened? Basically, it describes the action, how badly, how quickly, or how whatever you're gonna call, how
Mhm.
slowly, right? So
Mhm.
basically, this is the answer of how action happened.
Mhm.
Okay, so this is mutlaq,
Mutlaq.
maf'ul
Maf'ulun mutlaq.
mutlaq.
And
Okay.
maf'ul hal.
Then number 5, maf'ul hal.
Hal.
Again, it can give the action, how
Action.
it happened. It can be about person
Mm.
or something, but again, it is giving the answer of how.
Description how it happened.
Yeah, how. And
Badly or worse.
yeah, yeah. Okay,
So
so
what's the difference between maf'ulun mutlaq and maf'ulun hal?
maf'ulun mutlaq is giving, talking about action only, but maf'ul hal is basically that could be the hal of anything. It could be the hal of fail. It could be the hal of a person who is doing that action, right? So we learned that when we were doing it, but not
Yes.
in detail, and because they are very tricky.
Okay.
They are the tricky ones. So inshallah, when we'll learn them in detail, then we're gonna find the difference. Okay, so we are not ready for that. We need to know the surf before we go to that detail. Okay, so
Jazakallah.
just for now, we can remember maf'ul mutlaq and maf'ul hal, both are kind of giving the answer of how, but maf'ul mutlaq, just one clue that sometimes you're gonna have verb, and then we have from this same verb we're gonna have the noun out there. For example, kallamallahu, Allah spoke to Musa, and then it says takliman, right? So this takliman is basically the masdar or the noun from the same root letter like kallama, kaf lam mim, and then taklima, kaf lam mim, root letters. So this is the verb and this is the noun, and it's coming back. This is the example of maf'ul mutlaq. Okay, and maf'ul hal is totally something different.
Yeah.
Okay, so now who can repeat all these 5 maf'uls?
So I can repeat, inshallah. Maf'ulun bihi is who and what happened, or who did it actually, and what happened. Maf'ulun fihi is when and where it happened. Maf'ulun lahu is why.
Why?
So basically, you're looking for a reason.
Hmm.
Maf'ulun mutlaq is how action happened. It will sometimes will have a verb that will give a noun. And then maf'ulun hal is how it happened, like to a person. It could be fail of hal or hal of the
It or
doer.
hall of some file or some of whole. So this is all more about when we are going to learn surf. So that's why I'm not gonna go in detail. Okay.
Sure. Jazakallah.
Okay. So now duriba zaidun al yawma. So duriba fi'lun madi mabni lil majhul. Zaidun is the naib file of it, and al yawma is maf'ulun fihi. Okay, how we can make it turn into a regular sentence? I wanna say Zaid hit today.
Okay,
Daraba.
that's gonna be yeah. Daraba Zaidun Zaidu.
Zaidun. Yeah.
No, Zaidu.
Zaidun. Daraba Zaidun
Zaidu.
al-yawma.
Al-yawma.
And now we see
excellent.
Daraba, we're gonna say Felun Madin, right?
Al-hu.
Huwa. And then we outside doer
Outside
Zaidun,
doer Zaidu.
basically the file,
Mhm.
right? And then al-yawma, again mafulun
Wa
fi.
maf'ulun fihi.
See, so we should know the difference. And now when we are translating Duriba Zaidun, we are saying Zaid was hit. So see the difference. Always we should know the difference between regular fail and between majhul. And we need to know how to translate it. It's very important, right?
Yes.
So always whenever we have nai file, we are going to treat it or translate it as a maful. So Zaid was hit. But in the regular one, we are saying Zaid hit. Right? So it's a big difference. Okay, the second example. Sayus alul muslimuna an hadha. So basically, this is sa'ala. Sa'ala mean to ask. Sa'ala yas'alu. So sa'ala is madi and yas'alu is mudariya. This is the basic family one, we can say. And if I want to make it majhul, that would be su'ila, right? So what did I just did? I put u sound on this scene, right? Su, and then I need to give the second radical or second root letter e sound, and that's why we have e over here. And then last letter we do not touch. Third root letter we don't touch it, right? So it will become su'ila. And then yes alu, how I can convert that into majhul? Yus alu, right? So just the first haraka we need to change, the rest is all fine. Yus alu, right? So sa'ala, yes alu, and su'ila, yus alu. So sa'ala mean he asked, and su'ila would be, how are you gonna translate su'ila?
He was asked.
He was asked. Very good. He was asked. Right? Okay, now before this use alu, we see that there is scene, extra scene over here. And this scene and sofa, they are called harfu istakbal. In Urdu, we think istakbal is like to welcome someone, right? But over here, istakbal in Arabic mean future. Okay, so this scene and sofa is the harfu istakbal, particle of futurity, you can say, and that gives the meaning of future. Even though we say that fi'l mudariya can have the meaning of future, but when scene and sofa comes, then this is definitely future. So sayus'alul muslimuna, soon yus'alu, the Muslim will be asked, because this is yus'alu, right? So I see u sound and then I see a sound. Sayus'alu, so this is fi'lun mudariun mabni lil majhul. Sayus'alul muslimuna. What is this muslimuna doing here?
It's the receiver, this naibu file.
Nai file. Okay. So now how are we gonna translate in majhul form?
The Muslim will be asked.
Very good. The Muslims will be asked. And for since there is already seen over here, so we can say soon. Soon the Muslims will be asked. An haza, about it.
About.
Okay, what kind of construction is an haza?
MB.
MBF. Jar majroor.
Yeah, jar
Jar
majroor,
majroor.
MBF. So an is
Mutal.
harfu jar and haza is ism majroor.
About this or about it?
About this, about it, whatever you're gonna call. It doesn't make any difference. Okay, next one. Al-Muslimatani. What kind of sentence it is? Al-Muslimatani tunswarani fil masjidi.
That is
Jumla
Ismiya.
Jumla ismiya. Very good. Because it is starting with an ism.
Mhm.
So al-Muslimatani. How many
Two.
Muslims over here?
The two Muslim women.
And very good. This ta is telling us that this is Muslim woman.
Mhm.
Okay, feminine. Very good. So the two Muslim ladies, tunswarani. So now we have to bring the khabar. This is basically tunsarani fil masjidi. Together, we can take it as a jumla. What kind of jumla it is?
Jumla failure.
Failure.
What this jumla failure is doing?
Khabar.
Very good. Khabar. Okay. So this is Muslimatani is mubtada,
Mubtada.
and jumla failure. The whole jumla failure is coming as a khabar.
Mhm.
Okay. You can see that, okay, tunsarani, you can see that, oh, this is jumla failure and this is coming as a khabar, but I'm taking the whole thing. Why? Because this tunsarani is basically fil masjidi is related to tunsarani, right?
Yes.
So that's why we're gonna take the whole thing and we can say this whole jumla failure is coming as a khabar.
Mhm.
Okay. So now tunsarani, what do you guys think? What kind of fail it is?
Madi. Sorry, Mudari.
Mudari majhul.
Dariun,
Mudari majhul.
majhul. How
Majhul.
do we know this is majhul?
No.
Who sound in the
Because of
Dhamma in the
tun
beginning and
saw
the middle letter has fatha.
Okay, yeah, because the regular one is, the regular would be
Yansuru.
nasara yansuru.
Yansuru.
Okay, nasara yansuru. And if I'm making it majhul, it would be yunswaru. So this is what it happened. Someone can try majhul form. So nasara, and then it becomes yansuru. Sorry, yunswaru. So let's try yunswaru. Yun,
Yunsaru.
huwa yun,
Huwa yunsaru. Huma yunsarani.
Sarani.
one person, it's one person. So huwa
huwa yunsaru,
Yunsaru.
huma yunsarani,
hmm,
hum yansuruna,
yun,
yunsaruna.
hmm,
Hiya tansuru,
tun,
huma
humera, hiya,
hiya
we are doing
yansuru, hiya yansuru, huma yansurani.
Yun.
Humera, we are trying to do majhul. So it
Oh,
is going to be
huma yunsarani.
yes. And you also, which huma you are doing? Start all over. We are
Okay,
just
huwa
messed up.
yunsaru,
Hmm,
huma yunsarani,
hmm,
hum yunsaruna.
hmm.
Hiya yun
Tun,
hiya tunsaru,
hmm,
huma tunsarani,
hmm,
hunna
hmm.
yunsarna.
Yunswarna, yeah. Fatha.
Anta tansuru, anta tunsaru,
Hmm,
antuma tunsarani,
hmm.
anta antuma
Antum,
tunsarani, antum tunsaruna,
hmm,
anti tunsarina,
hmm,
antuma tunsarani,
hmm.
antunna tunsurna,
No, swad, fatha.
tunsarna.
Very. Ana,
Ana unsuru. Nahnu
No.
ana unsuru.
Swad with fatha.
Unsaru.
Yes. Ana unsaru.
Nahnu nunsaru.
Very good. Very good. So we need a practice in writing and in oral. Okay, we need to be really good and really fast in it. Okay, so but you got the concept. So this is good, alhamdulillah. Okay, but we need to make it fluent now. Okay, and that is for everyone. We need to make it very fluent. So Tunswarani, 2 Muslim ladies. So 2 Muslim ladies are helped in the masjid. The 2 Muslim women are helped. So this is majhul way to translate in the masjid. So that means these ladies are helped, right? Okay, now if I want, if I ask you, just let me finish.
Okay.
If I ask you to turn that into jumla failure, we do not want jumla ismiya. We want that in jumla failure in a majhul, same form. So what changes I need to make? Any idea? Who can turn that?
The fail will be in here form. Tunsaru.
No, she wants the same thing to be.
Very good. So I'm gonna say
And
tun.
Al Muslimatani will come back after it.
Very good. So I'm gonna say tunsarul, and then I can say muslima.
Muslimatani.
Very good. Beautiful. Okay, and now what I'm doing, I'm changing that into jumla failure, and now I'm gonna say this is failun madin mabni lil majhul, and this muslimatani is what? Naifile. Beautiful. Who is that? Sister, your name please?
Sugra.
Sogra. Beautiful. I love you, Sister Sogra. Mashallah, look like you're working hard. Beautiful. Beautiful. Subhanallah. Okay, so this is how we can just try. So this is how you guys can play around with these words and make yourself strong. Okay, so you know the idea, and you get, inshallah, very familiar, and the concept should stick in your head. Okay, so this is the basically foundation. Your foundation should be very strong. Now next one, it says kutiba alaykumus siyamu. So what do you guys think? Kutiba. First of all, give me the regular one. Is that regular, or what kind of fail it is? Even though it is written up there. Failun madin mabni lil majhul. Okay, now what is the regular form?
Kataba.
Kataba, and mudariya will become?
Yaktubu.
And what kind of bab it is? If you guys remember last class.
Nasara.
Very good. So kataba yaktubu, whenever we have on the middle root letter u sound in mudariya, then this is bab nasara. Okay, kataba yaktubu. So this is bab nasara. And now if you want to turn that into majhul, that will become kutiba, right? And yaktubu will become yuktabu. Yuktabu. Right? So now let's analyze now. Kutiba, so we're gonna say failun madin mabni lil majhul. And now we can look for outside naifile, right? Because this is Hua version. So now do you guys think there is any naifile outside?
Asyam.
Yeah, because I see something with Dhamma.
Rafa.
Right? So Rafa in fail in Jumla Fi'liya, if you see something rafa, because most of the things gonna be maf'ul, so they're gonna be nasab in status. So if there is something rafa, then we need to think what this rafa thing is doing over here. And that could be basically the naib file in the majhul form, or the doer or the file in the regular one, right? So in this case, this as-siyamu is the naib file of kutiba. So that's why we're gonna say fasting was decreed or obligated, make fard. So kutiba mean to make something compulsory. So siyam, the fasting was decreed, and now decreed alaykum, upon you all. So this is jar majroor fragment. So this is our MBF. Right, easy? Okay, now on, I want you guys to try. I'm not gonna say anything. Now let's do, who can take this number 2 over here? Taqalluba, taqallubu.
If there's gonna be no, like, if as-siyamu is not gonna be there, how are we gonna make that sentence? Kutiba is gonna turn the kutibu.
Sorry, I didn't get it said again.
If as-siyamu is not there, like
its knife file is not there, then it's gonna be it is made compulsory, or it was decreed. So
Yeah.
it was decreed. I don't know what is decreed, but maybe the previous ayah or something can help us out what was decreed, right?
So the kutiba is gonna become kutibu then for the
Why kutibu?
like for the plural, because we are telling like for all of you, alaikum.
No, if it can be for the single one, right? So we can say it was obligated. We don't have to change that.
It was
If it-
obligated upon you all.
Upon you all, yes.
Alaikum. Okay. So it's gonna be still kutiba.
Yeah,
Okay.
same kutiba, yeah.
Okay. And the reason I was saying that, if like you know, we said that if naibul file is there, so the verb should be huwa hiya version. So if naibul file is not there, the verb can take different forms or not.
Okay, if I say kutiba in this case, yeah, it is possible. Nothing is wrong about. But if I say kutibu, this is what you're saying, right?
Yes.
So then is they were made obligated. They were made obligated.
Okay.
Right. So now it
Yeah.
depends on the context. Right. So, but that could be right. No, there is grammatically there is nothing wrong about it.
Okay, but I was looking for the correct fail for that. If we are saying alaikum, it means we are talking about all of you. So the verb is going to be according to that, right? So it's
No.
going to be like kutibtum or not?
No.
That's what my question is like.
No, it
It's not
was,
necessary.
yeah, so that is perfectly making sense even without a siyamu, that it is obligated upon you all.
Okay.
Yeah, the fail, even when we have outside doer, this is huwa version, and the outside doer can be even plural form, right? This thing that mubtada and khabar, they need to match in number and gender.
Okay.
But in Jumla Fi'liya, just huwa and hiya version, we can look for outside doer, and this outside doer doesn't have to match in number. It can be plural. Just the gender they should match. Like if I'm mentioning over here, this is hiya, then I need to bring outside doer hiya version. But then number doesn't matter. Right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Got it. So it doesn't need to be like kutiptum or
No.
nothing like that. Okay, jazakallah.
Vayyaki. Okay, so who is ready to do this second one over here?
I can try, inshallah.
تقلب وجوههم في النار. Okay, go ahead.
تقلب will be فعل مضارع.
تقلب. It is تقلب Humera.
Sorry, تقلب فعل مضارع. مبني على المجهول للمجهول. وجوههم will be MBF.
وجوههم MBF. How come?
It's their
وجوه.
faces.
Wujuhu is what is the okay, there are two words, Humera, right?
Yes.
So you need to break them down. Okay, so the first one is wujuhu.
So faces.
Yeah, so what is the status of wujuhu?
Wujuhu is
it rafa?
it's a naib file.
Okay.
No, it's not. Sorry, hold on. Wujuhu will be.
This dhamma is referring to rafa, right?
Rafa.
So in jumla fi'liya, when you see something rafa,
it is naib file.
Very good. Okay, so wujuhu is the naib file, and since wujuhuhum, this is one word, basically they are one bucket because this is idafa fragment, right? Isam, I think I mentioned 1 million times now, right?
Isam plus attached pronoun.
Isam plus attached pronoun, damir muttasil, always idafa.
Idafa.
Right? So we are looking at idafa fragment.
Mudaf ilayh type.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. So this is idafa fragment, and this idafa fragment is basically the naib file of Taqallab.
And Finnari is jar majroor.
So jar majroor, we need to label it.
Jar majroor and shipu jumla.
Yeah, so what is the label? In jumla fail,
it will be MBF.
In jumla failure, when we have jar majroor or zar fragment,
it
they
will
are
be
always very good.
F.
And if same jar majroor fragment is in jumla ismiya, then
MBK.
Mutalik bil khabar. So MBK mean mutalik bil khabar, MBF mean mutalik bil fail. Meaning this finnari is related to fail, right? So tuqallabu, turned about. Okay, wujuhuhum, their faces. So their faces will be turned about where in the fire. So this finnari is basically related to tuqallabu. So that's why we call them MBF. So this is mutalik bil fail. Or jumla ismiya, we say this is mutalik bil khabar because these jar majroor fragment always related to khabar over there. Okay, so always remember these terms.
Inshallah.
Is everyone clear on that? This sentence we did. Number 2, mashallah, beautifully done, Humera. Keep it up.
With all your help.
Vayyaki. So qallaba, this is the basically qallaba yuqallibu. This is the regular. Qallaba yuqallibu. And I really want that whatever verb I always write in our slides and in our homework, in the past and in the present, this is the reason I'm putting over there, so you practice them a lot. Okay, so you need to do conjugation of all of them and whatever we have learned so far.
So
not only fil madi and mudariya, rather we can do the amar and we can do whatever we have learned so far. Even fil mudariya mansoob, fil mudariya majzoom. I think I have put a template. No, I didn't. Okay.
So this gonna be daraba, same as daraba family, or which family?
No. See, this one has shadda over there.
Oh,
so
okay.
this is
That's
not.
gonna be.
Yeah, this is not family 1. Family 1, you're not gonna have anything more than 3 root letter.
Okay.
For example, when I say Nasara, there is nothing extra, right? First root letter, second and third, nothing extra. But when I say Qallaba, is there anything extra over there?
Shadda, yes. The
Yes,
lam.
because this is Qaf, Lam, and then Lam, and then Ba. So we have 4 letters, right? So when we have 4 letters, that is not family 1. So it is not going to match with the Nasara, Fataha, or Samia, right? It's not going to match with them. Rather, this is a big family. You can remember one like phrase, this is big family. So whenever you see extra letter, you're gonna call it a big family. And this big family is Qallaba, and then it should go to, since it is 4 letters, 1, 2, 3, 4. Whenever we have 4 letters in any fil madi, right? And we are turning that into Mudariya, then Mudariya will always take U sound. So Qallaba will become Yuqallibu. Qallaba, yuqallimu. And the other one is Qallama. We see that in Quran Pak. Qallama, he spoke. And then Qallama, yuqallimu will become, right? Yuqallimu. Okay, if I say Allama.
Yu'allimu.
Yes, Allama means he taught. And that would be yu'allimu. Okay, so this pattern you guys need to memorize. So whenever you see 3 letters, but the middle one has shadda, then always we are turning that into Mudariya with this pattern. Kallama yukallimu, allama yuallimu, kallaba yukallibu. So that means the middle root letter, the shadda, gonna take kasra, and the sign of Mudariya will take U sound.
So qallaba means to turn.
Yeah, turn. Well, you know, we say qalb in Arabic. Qalb mean heart. So our heart does not remain constant. We have so many different feelings going on in our heart. In like in last 5 minutes, my state of heart was different, and next 5 minutes it's gonna be totally different. I'm crying, I'm laughing, I'm scared, or so many other feelings, right? So that's why it is called qalb, because it keep turning in different emotions.
Emotions. Okay, sister, Kalaba Yukallibu, this is a normal. How are we gonna do it in Marjul? It's gonna be you.
Kulliba.
Okay.
So how we can make majhul? You tell me. So
Okay,
we're gonna take this first one, U sound. This is Madi,
yeah.
right? So U and then E sound
E,
over here.
yeah.
So it will become kulliba.
Kulliba, yes.
And then you qallabu, you're gonna remain you, and then
Kalli.
instead of E sound, you're gonna take
Qallaba.
A sound.
Yuqallaba. Okay.
Yuqallabu.
Yuqallabu.
Yuqallabu. And that's why you see tuqallabu, right?
Yeah.
That's why you see over here tuqallabu. So that's why we are calling it majhul. Okay, clear everyone?
Yes, alhamdulillah.
Okay, now try next one. Now fatu qubila. Fatu qubila min ahadihima walam yutaqabbal min al-akhir. Min al-akhari. Okay, now fa is extra. I'm telling you guys. Okay, so this is the harf. And what we are looking at is tu qubila. And what do you guys think? It is Madi or Mudariya?
Mudariya.
Mudariya?
Mudariya.
Sure. Is that Mudariya? How we can see that if something
No,
finishes Madi or Mudaria?
Mudaria
we
will
can
finish with the
differentiate?
O sound, and Madi will finish with A sound.
Exactly. So what do we see over here?
Fatha.
Fatha. So do you guys think it is Mudaria?
No,
Madi.
it's Madi.
Always
Mudaria always
Madi.
finish with sound.
I think I mentioned that some Madi can start with Ta.
Yes. Family.
Okay. For example, we say ta'allama. Remember this word, okay? Ta'allama. So now it is starting with Ta. That should not confuse us that this is Mudaria. Why not? Because I can see the last letter with the Fatha sound, right?
Mhm.
So that is giving out that this is the past tense. This is Madi. Ta'allama. Okay. Now how I can change ta'allama into majhul?
To
And then
Ulima.
middle root letter, you need to give a kasra. Last letter you're not gonna touch. Now, but soon this, what sound this ain will get?
It's gonna also get Dhamma because all the letters between the middle letter and the O sound in the beginning, they all get Dhamma.
Yeah,
Except
so
one.
this
Except the
this
sukun.
A sound will change into Dhamma, right? So it will become tu ulima. That's why it is tu kubila. Did you guys get it?
Alhamdulillah.
Yeah, Alhamdulillah.
Okay, so this is always we need to check the last letter to find out it is Madi or Mudaria. If it is ending on Fatha, yes, sometimes we know that fail Mudaria can be Mansoob, right? So in that case, it is going to take end on Fatha, but there is, we don't see any harf over here, which is making fail Mudaria Mansoob. Do you see any harf here?
No.
No.
No, right? So there is no reason that it should be Mudaria, rather it is Madi, because Madi can start with the Ta as well. There are two families which start with the Ta. Okay, you can remember one is Ta'allama, okay, and the other one is Ta'awana. Ta'awana. Now, this is starting with Ta, but it is ending on Fatha, right? So this is past tense, this is Madi. So the point is that even fail Madi can start with Ta. Some families, two families at least, start with Ta. So Fatuqubila, so this is from Kabul. We know in Urdu, right? Kabul, acceptance. So Fatuqubila, now since it is majhul, so we're gonna say it was accepted. It was accepted. Min ahadihima. Okay, someone else was doing it. So I'm in habit of doing it. So I just start. Okay, who wanna try that?
Okay, I'll try that. So, Tuqabbila, we said this is Madi Mabni lil Majhul.
Naifile.
Naifile min ahadima. This is Huwa.
Very good. So the Naifile Huwa basically is hidden in there, right? So there is no outside. So Naifile is Huwa. Very good.
Min ahadihima is gonna be MBF.
Break it down, please. Break it down, yeah.
Min ahadi is jar majur, and ahadihima is idafa.
Very good. So basically the whole thing is one bucket. So this is jar majroor and idafa fragment is MDF. Very good, alhamdulillah. Now next one, walam yutaqabbal. What do you think? What kind of particle is lam?
It's the one that make the feel like lightest.
Yes, lightest
I'm
majzoom.
forgetting the term, the whole
Majzoom.
term. Majzoom, yes.
What do you see at the last letter?
Sukun.
Yeah,
Jazm.
jazm.
So that's why you're gonna call it majzoom. So lam is the particle that make fi'l mudari'a majzoom.
Majzoom.
Okay, so the yutaqabbal, how you gonna label that yutaqabbal?
Yutaqabbal. It looks like madari.
Very good, yeah.
And those harf only affect fi'l madari, right? They're not only, they won't affect fi'l madi.
Yeah, but this is mudari'a, right? So that's
Right.
mean it is affecting it, right?
So we said qabbala, qabbala yuqabbalu.
So over here you can see
Oh,
basically
taqabbala, yes.
it is taqabbala. So this ta is the part of fi'l madi. Taqabbala will become yataqabbalu.
Right.
Okay, so yataqabbalu, that is the regular one.
One regular
But
one.
this
So
is
since
not
ya got, yeah.
how
Since
we
ya
can
got dhamma, so it's gonna be majhul.
Majhul, very good, because it is starting with u sound, and then so that is basically majhul over here. Walam yutaqabbal, so you're gonna say failun, mudariun, majhul, and majzoom bilam. Okay,
Yeah, majhul
this is
bilam
majzoom bilam because of this lam, and then min al akhir
is again MBF.
MBF.
Jar majrur, yes.
Yes. Okay. So how we gonna translate, which is very important. How we gonna translate?
How would you label lam?
Lam, you're gonna just say that harf of jazima, harfu jazima. So lam we call harfu jazima, meaning the harf that make fail mudariya majzoom. Okay. That's it. Lam harfu jazima. And then for the fail, you're gonna say over here, this is majhul. So failun, mudariun, mabni lil majhul. And then we can say this is majzoom by lam. Majzoom bi lam. So majzoom bi lam, because of lam. So this bi mean because of lam.
Jazakillah.
Very okay. Okay, how are we gonna translate that? It was accepted from one of them. So it is talking about the son of Hazrat Adam alayhi salam, right? When they were offering their sacrifice to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So it was accepted from one of them, but was not accepted from the other. Okay, next one. We are out of
Can I try?
Yeah, sure.
Sister?
Yeah,
Okay,
sure. So ينفقون أموالهم في سبيل الله.
Oh God. ينفقون, that's فعل ماضي.
فعل ماضي.
فعل مضارع. My brain is always fixed on. My brain is fixed. It's ماضي.
Okay.
It's فعل مضارع. This is majhul here.
How do we majhul?
The UE.
But this is Madi or Mudariya?
Mudariya.
So Mudariya take U and E?
U and A, sorry. U and A. But it
Yeah,
depends
so
of the verb. All right?
Huh?
I guess it's U and A, Mudariya.
Mudariya is always U and A, and this is not U and A.
Okay, so then that's a normal Mudaria.
This is regular mudare, okay?
Normal Mudaria. Okay.
Yeah, normal one, yeah.
Okay, so then this one is Jumla failure.
Hmm.
And
So you're gonna say failun mudariun.
Failun Mudari, Failuhu, whom.
Very good.
Mhm.
And then
Uh,
amwalahum.
Amwalahu, that would be the doer here.
Amwalahum.
Amwalahu,
Lam has
This-
fatha. It is mansub.
okay, this is then is what do you call it again? Details. What is
Yeah,
maf'ul,
so they spend what?
their money.
Yeah.
So that's maf'ul bihi.
What is mafulun bihi? Very good.
Yeah. And
then-
fi sabilillahi, that's MDF.
Hmm? So fees are fujar.
Harfu jar, sabilillahi is his victim.
So only sabili is a majroor.
Is this a majrur? And
Then-
that could be, that is again
Then sabili is light.
light
Okay. And then the word Allah is jar.
jar. So that's
It
jar
is-
majrur.
No,
Oh, sorry. No, it's not jar
light
majrur.
and then jar.
Yes, it's mudaf ilayhi.
Exactly. Okay.
Mm.
So we have jar majroor fragment, then idafa fragment, and they are all one bucket. And this is
MDF.
F. Good try.
Need to practice
And
more.
how
Need to practice more.
yes, for sure. And how we gonna translate that?
They spend their money in the path of Allah. Subhanahu
Yeah.
wa ta'ala.
Yeah, subhanahu wa ta'ala. Beautiful. See, if you can translate that much in the Quran Pak, it's gonna bring tears in your eyes, I guess,
Mhm. Yeah.
right? Because you are learning and seeing ayah of Quran in its own language, subhanallah.
Mhm.
So this is beautiful if you can do that much. Okay, I think just this page, and then we have to stop because we're already running out of time. But you guys can see there are two more to go. But since we are doing them in a detail, so I'm thinking that the next slide should not be a problem for you guys. But you're gonna attempt it and share in the groups so I can see that how you guys are doing. Okay, next class, inshallah, gonna be a new lesson. We already spent three classes on it, right?
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so let's try this one now. Iza zulzilatil ardu zilzalaha. Now, Iza, we know that is called harfu shart, right? So that is conditional sentence. And inshallah, we will learn not today, but inshallah soon. So Iza is called harfu shart. And Iza is also called zarf as well, right?
Mhm.
Because it is giving the meaning of when,
Mhm.
right? Okay, so now zulzilatil ardu. So what do you think about this word zulzilati? It is madi, mudariya, what kind of fail it is?
It's looks like Madi.
Okay, this is zalzala, this is the base.
Yeah,
Zalzala,
Madi majhul.
zalzilu. Okay, and you can see this is family one, and I said in family one you're gonna see only 3 letter, but not always. Sometimes we have that is called the family one that I'm talking about, that is called Sulasi. This is a big name. Sulasi. Sulasi mean 3, and Mujarrad mean original. So it has original root letter, which are only 3. But then we have, Rubai. Rubai means 4. So there are going to be some word which will going to have 4 letters, and that is the example of Zalzala is the example of it. Rubai. Rubai mean 4 letter. So this is family 1. Okay, but it is having 4 root letter, which is Zalzala. So now Zalzala change into Yuzalzilu. This is the pattern we are going to follow. So over here, if I ask you to do that conjugation, you should go Huwa Zalzala, but we need to make it majhul, because it is not Zalzala, it is Zulzila, right? So this is majhul. Zulzila is majhul. And then we have Ta. This Ta is basically, I don't have time for the conjugation, but I wish that you should do it, okay? Otherwise, we have done in the classroom. We don't have time right now. So this T, what do you guys think?
It's for auntie.
No. Is that auntie?
No.
Basically, this is Zulzilat.
Lat.
Tawifun.
Yeah, it's because two
Okay.
sukun came together. Yeah.
Yes, ta with sukun, but just for the fluency, we have to bring it kasra because we are joining over here. So idha zulzilatil arudu. Now this is felun madi mabni lil majhul, and naib file is what?
Here.
Here. Then we have naib file over here, al ardu. Okay, so naib file is here over here, which is inside, and then we are going to terminate the job of this here because we have outside naib file here, right? So how we gonna say when the earth is shaken? Why we are saying when the earth is shaken, even though it is madi? Because of this iza. When iza comes, it is a conditional sentence, right? So it bring the meaning of when it is going to happen, right? So when the earth is shaken, so we're not gonna say when the earth was shaken, rather when the earth is shaken. And why? Because of this iza. And zilzalaha, and now see zulzila and then zilzalaha. What is the example of we just talk about it a few slides away.
Maful mutlaq.
Yes, so this is the example of maful mutlaq. Okay, and now see, this is the zilzalaha is describing how this zalzala, how this shaken gonna happen very badly. When the earth is shaken with its final earthquake. You know, maful mutlaq is really hard to translate. Like in other languages, we hardly have words to how to explain maful mutlaq. So when the earth is shaken, we have no idea how it is going to be shaken. Okay, clear everyone? Okay,
I have
one.
a question. So in this Iza Zulzilatin, there are 2 naib files. One is the Urdu and the other one is here.
It is Humaira, whenever we have huwa and hiya and we have outside doer, we all you know that huwa and hiya or whatever the pronoun always going to be in the fi'l.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
But when we have huwa and hiya and then we have outside doer or naib file, then their job is basically terminated.
Oh, so they're majzoom then. Sorry, they're mahzoof.
Not mahzoof, we're gonna just say that because we have their job is taken by outside doer, right? So we cannot say when she is taken, the earth doesn't make sense, right? So when the earth is shaken, so basically the job of hiya is taken by the naifile outside over there. But we
Okay.
should know that basically it was hiya over there.
Okay. Okay. I got it.
Yeah.
Jazakallah.
Okay. Okay. The next one is faqad kuzziba rusulum min qablika. Who wanna try that?
I can do that.
Mhm.
I don't know how to like label faqad. It's for emphasis.
Okay, just fa is over here harfu ataf, and qad is called harfu tahqiq, meaning harfu
Okay.
tahqiq means something already proven to be truth.
Certainly.
Yeah, we just say in English certainly, but this is basically something already proven truth. So whenever qad came, it bring the meaning of something already happened. So faqad kuziba, like basically this is already true that Rasul were denied. So now kuziba, what do you guys think about kuziba?
Fi'l madi majhul.
Very good. What is the clue?
It has a kasra on the middle letter, and then u sound in the beginning, and the ending is on ba. Sorry.
Very good. Very good. And then knife file?
Rusulun.
Rusulun.
That it's giving the answer that who were denied, who were.
Yeah. So this Rasulun is basically the knife file done to. Okay, since this is majhul, right? Kuziba is majhul. Okay, very good. And then
Min qabli is MBF jar majroor, and qablika is like idafa fragment, so that's why it's gonna be together. And min qablika will be labeled as MBF.
Very good. So the translation would be so were the messenger denied before you. So this is nothing new. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that many messengers are denied before you, so you don't have to worry about it. Number 7, wa ilallahi turja'ul umur. What kind of sentence? Jumla ismiya, failure?
Jumla ismiya here.
Ismiya.
How do we know Jumla ismiya? Is there any ism here?
Ilallahi.
Yeah. Wa ila.
Ilallahi is not ism, is it?
It's jar majroor.
Yeah, so jar majroor can be in Jumla ismiya and jar majroor can be in Jumla failure. So whenever, that's why I asked this question. I know this that is going to confuse you guys. So why ilallahi, ila is harf. So the sentence is starting with harf. We are going to ignore it. Okay, because jar majroor, this is jar majroor fragment. It can be in Jumla ismiya, it can be in Jumla failure, doesn't matter, right? So we're gonna ignore the whole thing. Now we need to look at the next one. What is the next?
Turja'ul
Turja'u.
So is that fail or ism?
Fail.
No,
fail.
fail.
Fail. So we're gonna call it Jumla failure then.
Jumla failure. Is it gonna be like considered as like abnormal structure?
Yes. Okay, so this is Jumla failure.
Mm.
So turja'u, now you guys tell me about turja'u.
Huwa is the file.
Huwa, why huwa is starting with tu?
Turja.
Oh, anta.
Anta or only anta start with ta?
Here. No.
Hiya and anta turja'u.
Okay. Basically, this is raja'a, yarja'u, or this one is arja'a, yurji'u.
That's my
And
show.
now 5 in your pocket. Yurji'u,
Turji'u.
turji'u, urji'u, nurji'u.
Nurji.
Okay. So now this turji'u, basically this is majhul. That's why it is turja'u. But it could be what? Either hiya
Yeah, or who.
or anta. Right?
Sister,
Only these two
it's
options start with the.
the mudari is gonna be yarja'u, then yurja'un. It should be
Yeah, but this
yurja'un.
is majhul.
Majhul. Oh,
This is majhul. That's why it is taking u and a sound. This is the regular one. Arja'a, yurji'u. This is the regular one.
Okay.
Okay, so this is the regular one, but over here, turja'u, this is the majhul form. And it could be hiya or it could be anta.
Anta.
Right? So now turja'ul umur. What do you guys think about umur?
that is Rafa here.
So this is amar. Amar mean command or hukam or what is matter. It is
Matters.
translated over. And from amar, this is singular. Then we have umur. This is broken plural. That's why here is used.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's why here is used. And now umur is naifile over here.
Rafa, yes.
That's why we're gonna say, and the matters, all the matters are returned alone to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And this alone is coming because ilallahi is muqaddam.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
Sister, I'm
exclusivity.
still confused about this verb. Can you go back to like the arja'a yarju? What you? So raji'a yarja'u is
Family one.
ma'loom.
Yeah, this is family one, and this is big family.
And
Okay,
when we
so-
are, my question is, see, is yarja'u is gonna become how jim is gonna get kasra in mudari majhul. It should have fatha.
You are
on the
talking
middle.
about family one or big family? Which one you are talking about?
I'm not talking about the family. I'm just talking about like it's yarj.
Okay. Okay. Family one, this is Raji'a. So how we can turn into majhul? Ruji'a, right?
Yes.
And then Yarja'u will become Yurja'u.
Yes. Right.
Yurja'u. Okay.
Right.
And
Yurja.
this one over here, it could be family. Even it could be family one, but it has another family which can change into like aslama yuslimu. So arja'a yurji'u. Okay, and if we are turning that into majhul, we will say urji'a and yurja'u.
Okay. Urjia yurja'u. Okay. I was thinking we are taking it from the family one over there, like the other one we have written
Yeah,
on the top. So
yeah,
yarja'u become turja'u.
yeah, exactly. Basically, it is working with both families. We need to see that which one it is. In the dictionary, it can help us out. So what they are referring to. But this family is basically, then again, I don't want to confuse you guys. This family is basically sometimes fail are two kinds, lazim and mutaddi. Lazim mean action is happening only to itself, and mutaddi mean action is happening to others. So now umur are returned to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, right? All his commands or whatever affairs are assigned, they are, when we are done our day, our records are given back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, presented in front of him, right? So basically this is what it is referring to, but I think it can work with both. So either it could be family one because it is working with family one, it could be yurja'u when we are turning into majhul, and this is also yurja'u and then turja'u, right? So if I can just take this out, doesn't matter. The family one is good enough to explain that. Okay.
Jazakallah, I got it now.
Yeah. Okay, next one. Hunali kabtuliya. So basically this is ubtuliya, but since it is going to join, so that's why when we see in Quran Pak, you will not see any harika over there. But I just showed you guys to see that, okay, because for us, this will help us out to find out what kind of fail it is. So, hunalika btuliyal mu'minuna wa zulzilu zilzalan shadidan. So now basically I put over here ibtala. This is very like weak form of the verb. That's why it is going to conjugate differently. Ibtala yabtali. And then yabtali can be written like that without this ya. So ibtala yabtali. If I ask you to change this ibtala into majhul, you're gonna say ubtala. Ubtu and then liya, ubtuliya.
Oh,
This is how it's going to change, ubtuliya. And we might not pronounce this last one over here. So it could be ubtuli and yubtala. Okay, so this is how it's going to change. Now, since I told you guys already, so this is majhul. So hunalika btuliyal mu'minuna, and mu'minuna is the naib file for this ubtuliya. So there are believers were tested, or we can say believers were tested, wa zulzilu, and shaken, zilzalan shadidan, a severe shaking. So again, this is zulzilu. How are we gonna say that, Felun? Is that regular or majhul?
Madi majhul.
Madi majhul. And naif file?
Hum.
Okay, so they were shaken. And then zilzalan.
Maf'ul mutlaq.
Very good. So this is maf'ul mutlaq. And then this shadidan is basically mawsuf sifa fragment, right? So the whole thing is basically maf'ul mutlaq then. Make sense? I
Yes.
know it need a
But
lot
this
of
verb
brain.
was quite confusing. This verb ubtuliya. It's
Yeah, because we need to be very strong. This is your time that you guys need to be strong in your conjugation, whatever we are learning so far, because when we do serve, then it is going to be easy for you. Otherwise, you're not going to survive in serve. So take your time. We are going very slow, right? So you have whole week. Please try to conjugate 5 words in a day. Say them, write them, right? So you need to do it if you really want to be strong. And inshallah, then rest of the stuff, inshallah, will become easy for you, because we have to deal with the words, and it's not going to be easy. So inshallah, I'm going to end session over here. Barakallahu li wa lakum fil Quranil Hakim wa nafani wa iyyakum bi ayati wa dhikril hakim. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta wa nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifuna wa salamun alal mursaleen walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Let me stop the recording before you say anything.